Welcome to another episode of Can You Reach That?
Can you reach that?
Someone who did reach that and had a great career. Kevin Garnett.
Oh, yeah.
So a little bit of basketball to top the show off.
Yeah.
They're finally going to retire his jersey in Minnesota.
It's about time.
Lots of tension, drama behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, everywhere. But they're finally going to retire it, and it's long overdue as far as many people are concerned. He did a lot for that franchise. Fine, he didn't win a ring. He didn't do that until he went to Boston. But nonetheless, what that man did for the Timberwolves, they should have retired his jersey. He deserves a statue.
Right.
So the ironic thing is they decided to do it February 28th, 2027.
Really?
And the reason that's ironic is not because it's the last day of the month. It's not
the last day of Black History Month?
The last day of Black History Month? No, none of that comes into par. What makes it ironic is they're doing it on the day that they play the Celtics, who previously had retired his jersey and gave him his credit and his very well-deserved, jersey up in those rafters.
Yeah.
Back in 2022.
Okay. So now I have it in two stadiums, two teams.
So 5 years later, Minnesota's going to play the dirty role. Even though they're giving him his honor, they can't be the bigger
man,
team. The bigger team. They had to do it on the day that they played Boston, just to kind of
shots fired. Well, hey, at least they didn't do it on February 29th.
Well, they would have to wait a year. So,
can you reach that? You see that? Let's talk about it. Read that. Believe that. Let the people know that we see that and what they want to know. Can you reach that? Can you reach that? Now you're home. Can you reach that? Can you reach that? Cool.
In 2014, J. Cole released his album Forest Hills Drive, right?
yes.
Which was 12 years ago. Long time.
Does not seem like that long ago.
It doesn't seem that long ago. Still seems like he just released it.
Right.
But his song No Role Models has surpassed 3 billion streams on Spotify.
Wow. That's just to let you know in dollar signs. That's about $700 in streaming revenue.
Yeah, that's before taxes.
Right.
It's probably $350 after taxes.
Right.
But this song also peaked at number 36 on the Billboard Top 100. And this is his first Diamond certified single.
Oh, there it is. Congrats.
Which is crazy to think because, I mean, he put out some good music before this. And for this to be his first Diamond certified song.
I mean, Diamond's is a pinnacle that, not everybody can reach all the time. It's not a common pinnacle per se.
But I mean, when I think of J. Cole,
it's not like a getting a gold record benchmark or even a platinum at that point. When you're talking
diamonds,
yeah. So
you're talking some big numbers running up here.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone through some of those diamond accomplishments for some artists, and the list is not long. I mean, there's quite a few out there, obviously, but it's not long. So for him to kind of join that list, he's in great company, so
I agree.
It's a hell of an accomplishment.
Another fun musical fact, Goodie Mob. They dropped their album Soul Food in 1995.
Damn.
But in 1996, they released their third single from that album. Do you remember what song that was?
I don't remember what the third single was.
Dirty South.
So that was the third single?
That was the third single.
Everybody's favorite on the album was Soul Food, I think.
Yeah, Soul Food.
But
I want to say Soul Food was the second. Soul Food was the second single.
Yeah.
And first single was Cell Therapy. Yeah. But Dirty South was the third.
The title track.
Featuring Big Boy and Cool Breeze. Great song, but that was released 30 years ago. That's crazy. What a great album. That's one of those albums that's just like, if you're somebody who's not fluent in hip hop and you're kind of just getting into it and you're learning about the historical facts, the history of how things evolved, that's one of those albums that has to be mentioned and has to be listened to. I think so.
So
especially because they were super young when this came out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
For them to be, young adults, old teenagers,
and they had their own sound. It was an era where you could decipher who was who based on just hearing.
Right.
Because everything sounded so different, and they were no exception to that. They had their own sound.
Yeah.
The whole thing. So
unlike now, where everybody sounds alike.
Yeah, everything kind of blends.
But I guess that's what happens when you have access to music globally, you
Right,
know? Like,
right.
at least back in the day, like that was one of the benefits because music was so localized. Every region had a sound. Even though we did get to hear it and experience it, you knew where that sound came from.
Right.
Now it's really hard to tell who comes from where because I don't feel like the regionals have their sound, the same sound anymore.
Right.
I mean, I guess you can still kind of tell the West Coast.
I mean, it's evolved to a certain degree, but like you have West Coast artists that sound like they're from the South now, and
Yeah.
you know you have so it's.
I remember hearing a cat out of Maryland that I thought was from the West Coast.
Yeah,
because it just had a straight Cali beat to it and a vibe and everything. But yeah, it's interesting to see how that whole shift is happening. But yeah, great album that came out, and I think those 3 songs that they released were my 3 favorite songs off the album.
Right.
Album was great top to bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dirty South, Soul Therapy, and Soul Food. I mean, CeeLo had everybody asking for a heap of helping of fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens. You know what I mean? Like,
that video where they're just sitting in the restaurant. I mean, it was like such a great video.
Timeless.
Too. Simple and great.
Timeless.
Well, since we're talking Dungeon Family, we'll talk some Outkast stuff. Big Boy was talking about some stuff that I had never heard, and maybe some people have, maybe some people haven't. I don't know if he's mentioned this in the past, but he reveals that Outkast and Tribe Called Quest almost did a collab album back in the day called A Tribe Called Cast.
Man,
so that
would have been dope.
He said, wrote down the quote, but he said himself, Q-Tip, and Ali Shaheed Muhammad flew to Atlanta, met with Andre 3000 at his house, and they sat down, and they were at the point where they were picking the beats for the project. Everybody was, on board with it, but then different things were happening. They had different projects were starting. There, different tours, different things like that. And then, everything happened with Fife, and it just never came together. But he did say that they did pick out their beats, and they had kind of like a guide of what direction they were heading.
Wow.
So, and when I think about that, just as a Tribe Called Quest fan, one of my favorite groups, and Outkast, is definitely one of my favorite groups.
Yeah, those two together.
You mash them up. My ears are trying to figure out what that would sound like. I mean, it's they're so different.
Right.
But I could still sort of figure out like how they could blend. You know what I mean? But like I want to hear it. So
that would be dope to hear. And I wonder if there's any type of unreleased projects like maybe they started on that we haven't found out about yet.
Right.
Like
right.
they didn't complete a project, but maybe they got like 1 or 2
based on the context of what was said. I don't think they ever got to the point of recording. I think they just had the beat selections, and that was about it.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. That's interesting.
But yeah, I mean,
what would the world be if we got an Outkast and a Tribe Called Quest?
And how great of an album to call it a Tribe Called
Cast? Yeah.
Like how great. So yeah,
collab between 2 of the dopest groups from the era. Like I don't even know what to do with that.
Yep.
But on the music tip, continuing on the music tip. I saw that Essence put out a list of the 50 greatest R&B songs of all time. Now, usually when we do this list, we seem to find the ones from Complex, and we typically don't agree with the way those lists are ordered.
Okay.
This one looks a little more feasible, but
a little easier to swallow.
Yeah, it seems like it. But again, all of these lists are subjective,
For sure. So you said this was from Essence?
This is from Essence.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to go through all 50 because that's a lot of songs to go through. But I will touch on the top 10.
Okay.
Do you want to try to take any guesses on what you think one of the songs from the top 10 might be?
So these are top R&B songs?
50 greatest R&B songs of all time. So we're talking new school. We're talking
What's
old
hard
school.
about that is that there is so much to choose from.
There's a lot.
Because you're not talking about artists. You're not talking about even album. You're talking about specific songs.
Yeah.
So
that makes it a little more.
I mean, I feel like, you got to throw like a Marvin Gaye.
Yes,
let's get it on.
There's some Marvin Gaye on here, but
Marvin Gaye.
If you can believe it, there's no Marvin Gaye in the top 10.
See, that's crazy to me because Let's Get It On just seems like it should be there.
Seems like it would be one, right? But it is not.
Luther.
There's some Luther on here, and Luther makes it to the top 10. Luther is number 7. Never Too Much.
Exactly.
Never Too Much is number 7.
Never too much. Never
out
too
of all
much.
50. Any other shots you want to take?
Let's try something a little new. Let's go with some R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Let me see. I think R. Kelly might be blackballed from the list.
That's crazy.
I think we had to exclude R. Kelly for crimes committed.
Crimes committed. Because I mean, that's the king of R&B, right? So
it should be.
Pending
any court cases.
I don't know. Then I start getting into like the Teddy Pendergrasses, maybe the El DeBarge.
No El DeBarge. Did I see Teddy P on here? No, there's a Teddy P. Teddy P came in at number 14. Love TKO.
So that's a little bit lower.
Yeah. This is a tough one. Like there's some great songs on here, but
I mean we got the verses coming up. But is there any Joe on there? Because Joe has some.
No Joe.
That's crazy.
Try to
win and go a little bit newer.
But in that era, we got some artists from that era.
Keith Sweat
that are on here. Ooh, any Keith Sweat? Let me see. Nope, no Keith Sweat.
Johnny Gill.
No babies. Damn, you're thinking of all the good ones. No Johnny Gill either.
Tevin Campbell.
Tevin Campbell is on here.
Okay.
Tevin Campbell is number 2.
Oh, see, swinging a hit.
Can We Talk?
All right.
The number 2 greatest R&B song of all time.
Jodeci?
Tevin Campbell. Can We Talk? There is some Jodeci on here, but Jodeci doesn't pop up on the list until number 19. Forever My Lady.
Jeez.
So they put Can We Talk over Forever My Lady.
New Edition, Boys to Men. Should we create our own list?
We might have to. We might have to.
All right, well, hit me with the 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hit me with the 10.
No New Edition.
Because now I'm pissed off.
All right, so top 10, starting from number 10. Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo, Nothing Even Matters. Great song.
I don't know if that's top 10 for me, though.
We'll see.
Great song, though.
Number 9, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Reasons. The Reasons. Number 8.
I don't remember it sounding like that.
The Reasons that we We'll fix it in post.
All right, auto-tune it is.
Auto-tune me up.
Fix it in post.
Number 8, SWV. I get so
What's
weak.
crazy is that's kind of made a circle back because that's a meme challenge to a certain degree on social media.
Yeah. Number 7, Luther Vandross, Never Too Much.
Yeah.
Number 6, Donny Hathaway, A Song for You.
Donny Hathaway, there you
Number
go.
5, Frankie Beverly and Maze, Before I Let You Go. Number 4, Prince, Adore. Number 3, Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing. Of all songs, I didn't think that would be her top R&B song.
Nothing.
But if I don't.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would have thought
you.
Greatest of All would have been up there higher than that.
Yeah, right? And number 2, as we said, Tevin Campbell, Can We Talk? Number 1, Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. But I'm going to just throw out some random ones here that I thought were interesting because they're on the list, which is dope. Mariah Carey, We Belong Together.
Okay.
She was number 12. They put her over Sade, No Ordinary Love. It's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him. Number 16, Tony, Anniversary.
So and it's funny, too, because as you're saying that, I was thinking that song. And I was like, I should have said Tony. But then that also leads me to what I found to be is like the wedding anthem, which is Jesse Powell.
Yeah.
You, which I doubt will be on the list, but it should be.
Guess what? That's number 50.
Oh, that's the last one?
That's the last one. Jesse Powell, You is number
there it
50.
Is.
Guess what's 49? Groove Theory.
Groove Theory. Oh, wow.
Yeah. 47, Escape, Who Can I Run To? 46, Genuine, So Anxious. So they got some good stuff on here.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Number 40, Keisha Cole, Love. 38, Aaliyah, 1 in a Million. Zap, Computer Love.
That's that's a good one.
36, Faith Evans, Soon As I Get Home. 35
You
is
about to hit them all.
Nah. These are just the dope songs that I thought were on here. 35 is Jill Scott, The Way.
Okay.
This is the
and
way.
No Maxwell.
No Maxwell.
See, come on, man.
Yeah, that's
Fortunate.
crazy. Who?
Fortunate, like
Fortunate. Yeah,
Maxwell. Like that shit. Come on.
That should be on here. No, but New Edition is on here. Can You Stand the Rain?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The one.
Yeah,
I found that one. Erykah Badu, On and On.
Okay.
Lenny Williams, Because I Love You. Beyonce, Dangerously in Love 2. Al Green, Let's Stay Together. Michael Jackson, Heaven Can Wait. Number 19, Jodeci, Forever My Lady.
I feel like
so it's a lot of songs.
I feel
on
like
here.
you're just reading off the list of like an Art LeBeau show.
I'm reading
Love dedications.
I'm reading all the songs that I like. Yeah, so it's a lot of bangers on here.
Interesting list for sure. I feel like there's some like the fact like as you're reading it, I'm thinking of other songs like, but like I said, Maxwell Fortunate.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a good one to be on.
That should definitely be on there,
Yeah.
and like I feel like there should be some other D'Angelo tracks.
Yeah, just the one with him. D'Angelo by himself.
You're My Lady
was good. Yeah, Lady should be definitely a top 50 R&B song of all time. But those are the few that we're going to read out. If you're interested in seeing the full list, check out the Essence 50 Greatest R&B Songs of All Time.
And not only that, hit the comments, tag your favorite R&B song.
What song do you think should be on the list?
What do you think should be on the list?
Whether
it's there or not.
What's one of your favorite R&B songs of all time?
Let us know what's up.
Because I think for me, a banger that was on repeat, Faith Evans, Soon As I Get Home. Love that song. Couldn't get enough of it.
And I know you didn't go through the whole list, but another person that like the fact that it wasn't named in the top 10, let alone Brian McKnight.
Yeah, no Brian McKnight.
Like, come on.
No Babyface.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Got to be at least one.
You know what? I'm starting to say that this is just like a complex list.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. They're all subjective, you know? How do you decide
Dude,
what the 50
Brian
greatest
McKnight,
songs
Anytime.
Are?
I know that's the name of the album as well, and that whole album for me, R&B wise, is no skips.
Yeah.
But that song alone should be on the list.
Yeah, I agree. Not even one Blackstreet song.
And then you go forward to the next album, and you had like Back at One. Come on, man. Like, Brian McKnight is legend.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, so that's what Complex came up with. 50 greatest R&B songs.
Essence.
I mean, not Complex, Essence.
It seems like a complex list.
This started to feel like a complex list. Switching gears a little bit, gonna talk about some movies and documentaries that are coming up.
I like movies.
Movies are great. Have you seen the new Spider-Man yet?
No.
What you waiting on, man?
I told you I'm waiting on leg room, bro.
Nah, man, you got it.
Actually, I want to.
By the time we talk about this, it's gonna be on streaming.
But you know what? I'm thinking about going not this week, but next week.
Yeah.
I think I want to check it out on ScreenX.
Okay.
Because I had a buddy who checked it out. He said ScreenX was because it was actually. So there's a lot of movies they put on ScreenX where they do kind of like post production to give you that peripheral. And I guess this was actually shot with it in mind. They had people on the set from ScreenX shooting the scenes. So
and everything.
I actually want to go see it in ScreenX now.
That'll be dope. Let me know how that is. Can't wait to hear about it. But one of my favorite comedic actors, Channing Tatum.
Oh, because you were a big fan of Magic Mike.
No, not
only part 2.
It's not the movie I think of when I think of Channing Tatum.
Oh.
But I mean, when I think of Channing Tatum, I see all his comedic roles. The one he did,
21 Jump Street.
Obviously, 21 Jump Street. That was the big one. His role as Gambit in Wolverine and Deadpool.
Yeah, little comic.
His role as the Gimp in This Is the End.
Right, This Is the End was
all these little scenes. But this is going to be Channing Tatum's shot at a dramatic role.
Okay.
Name of the movie is going to be called Josephine, and some people are already saying that this is his career best performance.
Interesting.
Of the role that he's playing, and it's basically he's playing a father who is helping his daughter deal with the trauma that she saw. And he's going to be playing her dad, and this will be his first dramatic role that he's played. It's going to drop in movie theaters on November 20th. And the daughter is going to be played by Madison Reeves, and it says she's the sole witness to a horrific crime in the San Francisco's Golden Gate Park. So,
sounds interesting. I checked out. I mean, he did sort of a serious role. It's definitely not. I mean, there was funny elements to it, but the Roof Man.
Roofman, I haven't seen that one.
So yeah, he it's based on a true story. Dude lived in a roof of Toys R Us.
Sounds like Terminal.
Escaped from prison, and that's how he hid out. But it was pretty good film, pretty decent. Especially based on. I like those kind of based on true story kind of movies sometimes. So nice change of pace. But that was one cool. that I think he did a pretty good job when it came to being a little more serious and kind of taking a role. So.
I mean, I feel like he can pull it off. I feel like he's got the chops for it. But he definitely plays the skewed, the funny character very well, He pulls it off well. Next up on the list, there's a new documentary that's coming out on Netflix related to the Olympic breakdancing event. You remember that?
I do, and to this day it's things like no, don't get me wrong, I'm not a breaker, I'm not a popper, but I love that culture. I love I love watching people who do it and do it well. And I was excited the fact that this became an Olympic event. I thought, hey, why not, right? If you could score these moves, I mean, similar to like figure skating, right?
Right.
But you're doing it obviously not on ice. But I thought this would be great because, one, you get the best breakers out there doing their thing. Two, it gets scored on a world level.
Right.
And you get to also see people from different walks of life joining in on that same common ground, doing that. So I was really excited for it. Unfortunately, I think there needed to be a little bit more refining when it comes to how it was scored, how it was called, and
even how some of the participants were selected.
Yeah, the structure itself needed it, but more importantly, the vetting of how to qualify, because unfortunately, it's the first and last time we'll see it. I mean, not to say it can't come back. I shouldn't say last time, because at some point maybe it comes back.
Hopefully.
But I feel like because of unfortunate events in the vetting process, there was a person obviously that was selected that wasn't the most skilled, wasn't, as far as I'm concerned, wasn't a true breaker.
Not at all.
At all.
Not in the least.
And unfortunately, it turned into a spectacle, and it became more of a meme and a comedic event and satire than anything else. And it kind of sucks, because I know a lot of people who break. I know a lot of people who pop lock, and they're vastly different dance cultures. But there was a big appreciation of what this could be, and there was a huge letdown and almost a step backwards in the culture because of it.
Yeah,
and I think
it definitely ruined it.
I think it sucks. I think that was an event that it could have been.
Could have been.
So they're doing a documentary about that event.
Yeah, you mentioned everything that's coming up. They're going to do a documentary, one of those untold stories on Raygun, and it's called Raygun.
Oh, so it's on her herself.
Breaking Badly. Yeah.
Breaking Badly. That's a great title.
It's clever, right?
Great title.
So basically, it's going to go into a deep dive on the aftermath of her, they call it her Australian breaking career.
Yeah, so I'm wondering, is she involved? Are they interviewing her, and they're going to go on a background of because it's already kind of been outed that she's not like a true breaker and all that stuff anyway. So
they're going to get into all the details behind it, how she was selected, her husband being one of the members of the board.
Yeah, it was all corrupted. But but I guess I'm wondering if she's involved in this, or if it's just about her, like a third party perspective, based on stuff that was found, and or if it's actually she's included.
No, from what I'm seeing, she's included in it. Okay. I don't know what the perspective is going to be. Like, she was the victim or whatever.
Yeah, that's because now I'm wondering if she's involved. Is it going to be like,
her fluff piece?
I know. This is what they said, but this is the truth, kind of thing.
Nah, everything I heard about it, like she should have never been on the stage, because it was like she kind of nominated herself. Like, she's a teacher. She's not even a breakdancer. Like, I think she was a professor that taught breakdancing or something. Decided to sign up as an Olympic breakdancer. Somehow her husband was involved in the selecting process, and she got to go. And the crappy part about it is, because her performance was so bad, and I know I'm not the only person that felt this way, I didn't even pay attention to the rest, like to who actually even won. Yeah. I couldn't even tell you that. Yeah, but I know who got a 0.
Because it turned into such a spectacle. Saturday Night Live, like the internet, everything else, like it just became the biggest parody moment ever. Yeah. So
which ruined it.
It ruined it, yeah.
The people that actually went out there to perform didn't get the accolades or the credit that they should have got.
Deserved, right, for sure.
So that's going to be releasing on September 1st, if anybody's interested in hearing the story of...
I probably will check that out. I like backstories like that, but I also want to see if there's...
how they portray it.
How they're going to spin it.
I'm interested to see it, too. I hope they condemn this woman. Like, she should never be allowed to enter into any other type of Olympic event again.
And the fact that she's a teacher,
you think she would know better.
It's really dirty at that point, because now you're look at the example you're setting.
Right.
Cheat your way into lie and cheat your way into something.
Right.
Ruin it and pretend like everything's all good.
Right. Because if anything, if I'm a teacher, I'm imagining I'm going to put up one of my students to try to go to this event and represent for the country.
Right.
No, she was like, nope, I got this. With her little kangaroo hop.
Yeah, man. I don't know what.
That was the worst.
Was.
I'm glad she got a 0 though, because if she got any points for any of those moves, I'd have been like, yeah, throw the whole baby out with the bathwater.
Because at that point, so like most break moves have names, just like anything else, right? Like skateboard tricks have names.
Right.
A lot of breakdance, their names. There's purpose to it.
Right.
Even the announcers were like,
some kind of kangaroo hop here going on.
Yeah, nobody knows what this is. So.
Is that the Tasmanian devil?
right.
Yeah, so, that was crazy. That was just embarrassing. You know, like a complete amateur on a World Olympic stage.
Yeah,
I felt bad for Australia.
International television,
right? It's terrible.
Well, let's go from kangaroos to coyotes, man. So, and for that matter, I guess Tasmanian devils,
right?
Coyotes. You know the movie's coming out, Coyote versus Acme.
Yeah, I seen the poster.
Now this is a movie that Warner Brothers scrapped. They didn't want it made. They thought it was, it wasn't gonna rise to the occasion.
Thought it would flop. Yeah.
It kind of got revamped. It kind of got new eyes on it, and now it's it's obviously it's coming out now, right? The trailer actually looked pretty good. It actually looked pretty interesting. I remember some of the past things. Obviously, Space Jam was great,
right?
Live action. The second iteration with the LeBron James version was okay, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't the original.
It didn't have the same. It didn't hit the same.
Right.
And then obviously before that, they did the Back in Action, Looney Tunes Back in Action with Brendan Fraser and all that, and that was kind of like meh. It wasn't great. So there was a lot of skepticism because I don't know if you know this either. Space Jam, they had many different sequels ideas for that. They wanted to do Skate Jam with Tony Hawk. They had a series of ones that they wanted to do.
Okay.
With the aliens coming back to do skating and
and
Tony Hawk was all in, and it just stuff fell apart later on.
Been interesting.
Yeah,
a golf jam with Tiger.
I think that was one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But there was a few. But anyways, for this movie, the early reviews have come out with the critics, and ironically, a movie that Warner Brothers initially was burying got a score of 100% on Rotten Tomatoes from the initial critic screening.
Wow!
And since then, there's been a few more screenings and whatnot, and so it's dropped a little bit, but it's at 94%, so it's getting really good
high rating. Yeah.
So by the time this episode comes out, it'll be in theaters. But I'm actually looking forward to seeing it. Like I usually don't go off critic reviews. I'm more of critic reviews are one thing, but what are the users like? What are the viewers saying? Because I believe that more than I believe. But at the same time, I like to go make my own decision anyways. But this one I actually kind of want to see. It's an interesting premise with the failures of Acme for Wile E. Coyote. How many millions upon millions of dollars is this Coyote spending on these products?
He seems to have like this unlimited nest eggs where he's just buying all these different products from Acme.
He must have got in Bitcoin early.
He's got all kinds of multiple subscriptions, buy 10 get one free.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see how they spin this with the whole lawsuit against Acme.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they're going to play it off. Is this a live action cartoon,
live action
kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to get like any type of testimonials from Roadrunner, why he's always being.
I mean, it's a whole trial piece. So
yeah, that'll be interesting.
You can't handle the truth. So I think it's gonna be interesting. But the fact that the early reviews are coming out and it's that high, I kind of expected the critics to dog it out because that type of movie usually gets dogged out, and you'll see it. I'm not gonna say it was gonna get like 20%, 30%. I would have expected to see more of like maybe a 65, 70 range. But the fact that it started off at 100 and it's still lingering around 94, 95.
Yeah.
So
that's impressive.
We'll see what the viewers have to say, but that's going to be a good one.
Looking forward to that one. So another classic movie that's being re-released, Mars Attacks. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So they just released that on August 11th, the 4K Blu-ray edition.
Yeah.
And you can choose between two different types that they brought out, the regular edition, and then they got a limited steelbox edition.
Nice.
So, of course, if you're a collector,
grabbing a steelbox,
you're going to go for that steelbox.
That movie, aside from the amount of cameos and stars, it reminded me of, one of those movies where, each scene was like a new segment with a new star.
Yeah.
It just kind of transitioned to the next star and the next star and the next.
And the next one, yeah.
But aside from all of that, the aliens themselves were so iconic. Just to look, I mean, it was like that old like 50s.
Yeah.
You know,
old school ants. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, had that kind of modern technology look to a certain degree. I don't know how to explain it, but like
it was like CGI with
a little practical, you know. But it was just the look of the aliens with the glass dome and all that was just so iconic.
Just brain and skull.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So no, that's a classic.
Yeah.
You know,
so
classic
30 years later, they're re-releasing it for all the cult followers.
Nice.
So
nice.
I got to get it. I don't have it in my collection, so I'm gonna grab.
I do have
Mars
Attacks, but I don't know if I'm gonna rebuy it or not. I will say I don't have it on Blu-ray. I have it on DVD.
Okay.
So maybe I'll
just to get the upgraded.
Maybe I'll scrap the DVD and get the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I used to do that for a while. Like try to get. I'd have the movies first if they came out with the Blu-ray, because the Blu-ray usually came with like a digital copy or something.
Yeah, and sometimes it was both. You got the Blu-ray and the DVD.
And the DVD.
So yeah.
So I get my digital copy so I could have my digital movies that I was watching. You know.
The convenience.
This is when you had codes on your DVDs so you can get the digital file. You know, it wasn't all this streaming crap. You would actually buy the physical copy.
But you didn't own that digital version though, because they could remove it.
They could remove it. So but at least you still had the physical copy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that used to be my thing. I would buy it and then never use it to keep it as pristine as possible and just stream it whenever I could until the power would go out, and then I just watch the DVD again. But yeah, so that was Mars Attacks.
Yeah, great movie. That's one of those classics. Thriller, sci-fi, comedy. Yeah. Kind of like touches on a few different genres, but
with great cameos.
Great cameos.
All
I mean,
throughout,
you know, great cast in general. I mean, you can't go wrong with Jack Nick, but I mean, yeah, that's just a great movie.
Here's Johnny.
That's the wrong movie.
Did you see that Nike is dropping another Air Force One collab?
I did see that. You know, it reminded me of, because I got the Air Max one.
Yeah,
and I have the other blue. I forgot which, but I have both of those Nike ones. But when I saw the images of this one, it reminded me of almost like a cross with the Pharrell, because it had like the rocket,
the
kind of coming out the bottom of it. Yeah. So, but yeah, I did see that. $100.
Yeah, this one actually looks pretty cool. I mean, I didn't get it. Wifey got me the Pharrell spaceship.
Okay, yeah,
as a gift for Christmas, so I got that one.
Yeah,
this one might be another one to add to the collection.
Yeah,
I'm trying to cut back because I collect enough crap as it is.
Right.
It's like great. Now I got to add Legos to the mix.
Yeah, the Air Max one was dope, so I do have that one, and I have the other one. But the this Air Force One, the all white, it's the all white Air Force One, and it has the little minifigure dunking
at the top doing the dunk.
Yeah,
so you can actually make them dunk. There's a little knob or something to make them dunk.
So that I saw it's $99, 1,089 pieces.
Yeah.
So
1,093 pieces.
Oh, 1,093 pieces,
which isn't that big.
My bad.
But yeah, $100 for it. Release date is September 1st.
Yes.
And it says it's got the shoe, the logo, and a little minifigure on top.
Yeah, I might throw that one in the collection. I do have a couple Lego. I don't have a lot of Lego sets, but I have a couple.
We'll see how I feel. I haven't really been buying much.
That Pharrell one was dope though.
The Pharrell one was dope. I'm glad we both were able to get a copy of that one.
I think that I have, like, my Lego collection is not extensive, but I do have, like I said, I have those 2 Nike ones. I have the Pharrell, and I bought the Game Boy one.
Oh, nice.
Because it was something cool about it.
Yeah.
And then because I got that when they came out with the Sega Genesis.
Did you get that one?
I bought that, and then
I haven't seen the Genesis one.
Yeah, and then coming up, they have the PlayStation 1 set.
Really?
So I'm like,
I haven't seen any of those.
Now I got to do that, and then I
get all the game systems.
The messed up part though is I remember they did a Nintendo a while back, and I was like, it wasn't really
right.
But now it's worth a lot more. So I don't know if I'm buying that aftermarket, but it is that the Nintendo one's pretty cool because it has a little TV with it and everything. But I do have the Game Boy and the Genesis, so I might have to get the PS1 set when it comes out.
That'll be dope.
But those aren't crazy large ones, so I don't know.
Yeah. Nah, the ones that I got initially were all the small ones, like the little helmets.
Right.
There was the little Darth Vader helmet. I got the Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos Gauntlet, a little tiny Iron Man that I got. But like of the big sets that I got, obviously I got the Pharrell one.
So do you have them or do you build them?
I haven't built them. They're still in the box.
Oh, okay.
I don't have anywhere to put them if I build them. I'll just build them and put them in the garage. It's like I don't want to do that. So I'll save it for a time where I can build it and display it.
Nice.
But that's one of the big ones I got. The DeLorean. I got a DeLorean. that I got to build. And I want to say an X-Fighter.
Nice.
Can't remember, but I know I got a DeLorean I got to put together.
I got a Tango.
You got a Tango? And drop him off in there. Dress him up as Han Solo.
Well, I guess it's that time for a little bit of tidbit action. You got one?
I got you on the tidbit.
Tidbit.
So for those of us, I mean, we're both car guys. We like to drive. We like to get out there. I'm highly aware of anomalies that I see when I'm driving around. You know, messed up license plates, out of date tags. I don't know if it's the ADHD. I don't know if I'm just
driving with the high beams on.
Driving with the high beams on.
Man,
that's my biggest pet peeve.
Yeah.
But outside of the high beams, my second pet peeve are extremely bright LED lights.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but me, when I'm driving around, I notice there seems to be a culprit 9 times out of 10. When I see a car with bright lights, it's a Tesla.
You know, I've sort of noticed that as well. I feel like their lights are not. You know how you have so there's LED lights, right? There's projection lights.
Right.
I'm not sure what Tesla has. I'm not a giant Tesla fan, but I feel like they're not angled correctly because it feels like they're always driving with high beams on.
Right.
And I'm like, are you driving with high beams on? And then like when you actually see somebody flick their high beams on, you realize that, oh no.
No, their lights are just they're off or something.
So they need to angle those a little bit more downward.
Yeah, and initially I thought, because I've seen in some Toyota cars, like inside the cab, you have an adjustment where you can tilt your headlights up and down.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm thinking it's like by default, everybody's just pointed as high as they can go.
Yeah.
Well, it's come to my attention that Tesla is now going to have to issue a recall for over 20,000 vehicles because their low beam headlights produce more light than the federal regulations allow.
Oh, interesting. See?
So it's not an anomaly. It's not some random thing. Like their headlights are actually brighter than they're supposed to be. Yeah. So
it's not even that they're angled incorrectly. They're just brighter.
They're just putting off way too much light. Yeah. And it's not being harnessed correctly. So apparently they've been trying to avoid having to do this recall for years. Mm-hmm. Elon Musk has been behind the scenes trying to do whatever he needed to do and hasn't been able to get it done. So if you've got an older Model 3 or a Model Y, be on the lookout for a recall because 20,000 of them are going to have to get recalled to get their headlights
I feel
fixed.
like headlights are one of those things that need to be looked at and retuned and modernized. And ironically, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Audi now has the smart headlights.
Yes.
That like if an oncoming car is coming, it can like black out sections,
split it so it's not blinding
because it's direct projection.
Yeah.
So like if you're at night, and even especially a motorcycle is coming in the opposite lane towards you,
it'll leave
a black gap so that he's not driving into your light, so which allows him to continue to see, right? So you're not blinding him. So I think that kind of technology needs to spread across to more cars. I think that's, when I saw that, I was really impressed. I can't remember if I saw that at CES or if it was at one of the car shows, but that's a hell of a technology.
But then the question is, will we see car manufacturers integrating that technology across the board before we see a mass amount of self-driving cars?
Well, self-driving or not, the lights need to.
But if the cars are self-driving, it doesn't matter if you're blinded. There's no other driver.
Well,
to
you
blind.
don't. No, but the thing is even you're still sitting in the car. You don't want to have your eyes just full of light all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like that's not comfortable. It's not, regardless, because even if you're the passenger, sometimes that hits you, let alone the driver. So I think it's just more ideal. But the other thing that they'll probably do though is you'll probably have those installed in your car, but you have to pay for a subscription to use it because that seems to be the new trend.
Subscriptions for everything.
Hey, did you pay your headlight subscription?
Right. We got heated seats, but you got to pay your subscription for that.
Does that mean you're actually going to need blinker fluid?
You might. You just might. You didn't renew your blinker subscription.
Well, that's a hell of a tidbit.
Now you got to use your hand and arm signals.
Right? Tesla recall. We'll take that, Tesla.
One for Big Auto.
So with that, I guess I will see you guys on the next episode of Can You Reach That?
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. Be sure to leave us a comment, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And we'll see you on the next episode of
Can You Reach That?
Can You Reach That?
Can you reach that?
Can You Reach That? Brought to you by Double One Entertainment in Coopersville. Hosted by Tango and Coop. created and edited by Tim Greenlee and Brandon Adolphus. Music, sound design, and editing by Michael B. That's me. Visual art and graphic design by Jonathan Greenlee. Additional visual design by Timothy Greenlee.